Hi, I'm Anthony. This is Doug. We're going to illustrate today the breaking down of a pump, the process, and then the going back together with it. First of all, you need to know you can never put a pipe wrench on a barrel. Nothing that is precision. You cannot put a pipe wrench on it. So you have a certain wrench that we're going to use right here. This fits there. This fits here. These two wrenches will be about all that we'll use today. So we're going to break this loose. Okay. And you want to unwind it. This is a barrel connection that he is breaking loose. It's either a 14 or a 16 thread that it screws in to this barrel. Now this is the very top of the pump. This is a pin that connects onto your sucker rods. So one of the things that we always, when we get through, we'll write down what this has on it. If that's 3/4 or 7/8 pin, we'll put the size pin on it when we go back. All right, he's got this broke loose. And what you're going to find out, we can pull it so far, and just the difference of having this squished down on it, you think it's going to come to a halt.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and pull it out, ease it out, turn it a little bit as you go. Tell me whenever it.
Yeah, right there.
All right. See, that's the reason you can't put. See how even this crimps that. It tightens down on it. So you'll get to a point here. See, so that is, but there is only 5/1000ths of an inch clearance in this. So you take 5,000 times, divide it into 1 inch. That there's only 5 of those. So we're going to pull this out, ease this out. This is the top of the cage that connects the plunger. This particular one is a spray metal plunger. Got to turn it a little bit. This is a traveling cage, and this is the plug. All right, we're going to put this over here. You have different size fittings for every different size pump, and that's what this does. And it's just a compression. See, put this on it, then this goes on it, and this compresses it. It is okay. So we're going to break this. If you remember in the last video, I talked about an RWB-C. Well, this is a bottom hold down. This is the B-C that we're working on now. B is bottom hold down. C is cups. See, here's your cups. It's a bottom hold down and cup. We're going to take that assembly off right there. Now, it consists of a strainer nipple, cups, and the bottom hole assembly there, the mandrel. Now then, we'll take this, and they'll either have a double valve with 2 ball and seats in it, or a single valve with 1 ball and seat. This one is going to be a double valve. Now it has a connection for a square right here for a wrench. The next one has no connection. So we'll have to, when we tighten it up, we have to put a 24 on it, but then we'll have to file it down. Somebody's already filed it down. So go ahead and break it loose. This particular barrel is brass on the outside. It's nicarb on the inside, which is nickel carbide, meaning it's going to be tough and corrosion resistant. If you can pull that out and show her the ball and seat, there's the ball and seat. That's where they go. We had videos of that earlier. And we have a tester right here. But you put it on there. You flip this light on. It pulls a suction, and it shows you that it holds a vacuum. That shows you that this ball and seat is good, which it is good. I'm going to put it back in here. And if you test it on this side, don't flip it around and put it here because it's not been tested. Always put it on the side that you've tested. When you pull that out, and if it doesn't hold on one side, you'll do two things. You'll flip it over, and if it holds in, just run it back in there. One side, so you got double the lifespan out of it. If it won't hold, if it's got a very slow leak on it, you'll put some oil on it and put it on there and pull a 30-ounce vacuum. And a lot of times dry, they'll leak back, but if you get a little bit of fluid on it, it'll hold. And if it holds with a little bit of fluid on it, because you're going to be in fluid.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, if it holds, if you stop and think, if it does 12 strokes a minute, say 12 and a half strokes a minute, that is 1/8, 12 strokes a minute be, okay, one of every 8 seconds, right?
Sure.
So 12 times that, it'd be a rotation, a full rotation every 8 seconds. So that's going to be 4 seconds that ball and seat's open, 4 seconds that it's closed. It's only got to hold for 4 seconds. There you go there. The next thing that we do is we have a couple of rods here, and you have a wire brush. And then you stick this wire brush in there, and you can work it back and forth like that right there. And you can put however many on that you need, and then you pull it out, and then you put a rag that's got some diesel on it, and you put it in like that and push it all the way through. And then when you pull it out like that, you look at it down there and you can see what shape the inside of the barrel is. This should be a base, which is, it's just a base, and it's a 0. The plunger here could be a -3 to a -4, and that allows it to go up inside. Now, once we get everything cleaned up and ready to go, first thing we do is we tilt this up a little bit. We spray lubricant in here. And as it runs down, you rotate this barrel, and that will coat the inside of that barrel with oil. And then you put this right back in here. All right, now say we just say we mic this barrel. This barrel has got 2 thousandths wear down here and base up there. We can turn the barrel around and make it stroke in there where it hadn't been stroking. And so, but this is a brand new barrel. So, Doug, if you grab that side, I'll grab this side. And we'll go back here. And typically, you'll put a little lubricant on it there. He'll get it started. He'll twist it as he's going in there. And it goes in. Now he's got it there. We'll always use a never seize. So it's a type dope that will never let it seize up. Okay. And he'll make it up by hand or with this wrench just until it gets tight. Then we'll get marks on it. There, do you have the marker?
Yep.
All right. Notice he's going to put marks straight across both parts, like that. Now then he'll put his wrench back on and a cheater pipe. And he'll try to get those marks from 1/4 to 1/2 inch apart, tightening. Now you'll notice there's a mark here on that and a mark there. That is shows that it's already been tightened. When he pulls on it, if it's going to pump, it's going to pull a vacuum on my hand that'll be hard to get loose. And that means it'll pump. If it doesn't pull a vacuum, it won't work. So I put my hand over this. Okay, hold it right there. Do you hear that? All right, do it one more time. Now, I don't know if you can see him. When you get it back, just get it back so far and let it go and see if it goes back. Whoop.
Nope.
See, it didn't do it. So jerk it. You see how it brought it back? So it will pump fluid. Fluid comes in through here, comes out up there, goes in the tube, and comes up out of the ground. So we did a vacuum test on it. I'm going to spray a little lubricant in there because we don't know how long it'll be. The problem if you don't double valve it, say it's just single ball and seat in, and your tubing goes on a vacuum, it could be the single ball and seat leaking by it. But there's only like a 10% chance that it can go through both. If it's double valve, the chances of two ball and seats messing up at the same time, or a little bitty piece of rubber getting hung up in both of them, it's not going to happen. They'll just
pretty
do that
slim.
one. Yeah, pretty thin. Put this ball and seat in here. You may want to put that on too. That way it'll hold it. And put those in. We're taking it from a single valve to a double valve, and that'll just help ensure everything. It'll bottom out at some point right here. Right there. We don't take it anymore. We take this one here too, bottom it out. We'll take our marker, get marks here, here, and there. We might try that first, pushing down on, oops, sorry about that. Now you'll notice those are getting wider apart. Okay. We've got a gap there, gap there, gap there. We're going to move this to here and push down on it. Okay. Guarantee that'll come back, won't it? Put that right there one more time. Okay, guarantee that'll come back. Now, right here, these are moving. So we'll put this wrench right here. They're moving, and we'll tighten this. Oh, goodness. Did it get that tight?
Oh.
Yeah, we never did break it all the way loose. Put that swamp pop on it and tighten it up. That has that Loctite on it.
Oh, yeah, sure does, doesn't it?
That's good. Now we'll hold that. And this right here, we'll get us a mark. Okay, you put your wrench on that. Okay, you'll see we got a gap right there. Shows that that's done. Now then we'll take, see that's loose. So we'll take a 24. Okay, there. This is a barrel cage. This is the double valve cage. This is the hold down with 3 cups. 70, a 45, and a 30-degree angle on those. Now then, we'll come over here. We're going to be getting it ready to transport now. He's going to cover the cups and the strainer nipple. All right, and then we'll do the same on the other end. And this is a 7/8 pin, and this is a 3/4. 7/8, see, goes over it. So we, 3/4. See with that screw onto that to get it started. Okay, so that's going to have a 3/4 pin. 2 1/2 by 2 inch, meaning it goes in 2.5 tubing, and it's a 2-inch bore pump. And this pump is 10 foot. All right, RWB-C. It's a rod connection. It's a thin wall barrel. It's a bottom hold down, and it's cup. Now, the barrel is 10 foot dash. It's got a 4-foot plunger in it. That's 4-0-0, meaning it has no extensions. So that means it's a 10-foot barrel with a 4-foot plunger. And then what did it have? A 77-inch stroke?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll put a 77-inch MAX stroke. 3/4 pin. That'll tell them anything they need to know. That'll tell them this is for 2 7/8 tubing. It's a 2-inch bore pump. It's a 10-foot pump. Rod, bottom hold down cup, 10 foot with a 4-foot plunger, meaning every foot it'll pump up to 1,000 foot. So that's 4 foot. So this this would be good for 4,000 foot down, which is almost a mile. 0 has no extension. 0 no extension. And then it's got a 77-inch stroke. If your pumping unit says it's got an 80-inch stroke, it won't work. You need to stay a minimum of 12 inches below. So you'd only run this in, say, a 67 to 65, probably 65-inch maximum stroke. That give you a place to space out. It says maximum stroke. So, and then it's got a 3/4 pin. And then now it's ready to go. Double valve standing, single valve, it. But the traveling is single valve traveling.
Yeah.
So that right there will tell us everything we need to know about it. Bronze non-carb barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Which this pump, if you bought this pump at Air Pump, it would run you probably $5,000. That's the reason you treat it with kid gloves. There it is. Voila. Now then, mine and Doug's job's through. It's up to the pulling unit company, the crew, now to run this back in the hole.